We don't deserve nothing, Mark. Man, you coon status right there. Coon status. Stick it. Just even come out his mouth and say that. He had like 3 or 4 claps. And people like, what the hell is this man talking about? We owe? What we owe? What we owe? More blood?
What up, fam? Welcome to Agree to Disagree Political News, where in the end of the day, all we can do is agree to disagree. All right, tonight we have, what's this black man name?
Mark Robinson, American politician.
Mark Robinson. He's running for the governor of North Carolina. Now, he's saying that black folks don't need reparation. So I guess you can assume what party he's part of. But really, over here, we don't have no political base.
Some people that were talking about reparations in this country. They wanted reparations. And I remember I made this particular liberal so angry at me because I told them right to their face, nobody owes you anything for slavery. If you want to tell the truth about it, it is you who owes. It's you who owes. Why do you owe? Because somebody in those fields took stripes for you. Somebody after those fields were ended and slavery was ended, somebody had to walk through Jim Crow for you. Somebody fought wars and died for you. Somebody lived less than because they didn't have what you have, and they did it for you. There are people in their graves right now, and they are there because they were willing to stand up and fight for you. Those folks on the Edmund Pettus Bridge carrying American flags, take that, Colin Kaepernick, living in a society that he could scarcely acknowledge, something that he has never known, living with a bigotry that none of us can imagine. Carried American flags on that bridge, and when they were hit upside the head with nightsticks and shot with water hoses and knocked to the ground, they got up and picked those flags up and kept marching. And they did it for you. Nobody owes you anything. If anybody owes, it's you. Because you've been the benefactor of freedom. You are the one that owes. And what do you owe? You owe it to them to get up off your tail and get to school. And when you get to school, you owe it to them to get up off your tail at school and get to work and get some learning in your head. And once you get that schooling in your head and get out of that school, you owe it to them to get to work. And then when you get to work and you get married, you owe it to them to take care of your children and not let the government take care of your children. It's you who owe. Nobody owes you a single solitary thing. The sacrifice and blood that has been laid out in this nation on your behalf, there is a bill at your feet for it. It's time you got up off your tail and went and go pay it.
Who want to cut him first? Who want to call him up first? Chop him up. Don't call him. Call at him. Have at him.
This man was talking as if he was saying that white people was the one taking the beating. That's how he was sounding. He was sounding like it's you that owe, as if someone else outside of the race of people who asking for reparation did it for them. That don't even make sense. We don't owe our ancestors but to do what is right by our own ancestors. And let me tell you what that means. To fight for reparations. Because I'm pretty sure our ancestors were saying, we didn't get paid. It was wrong with what they did to us. So therefore, we will want our children to inherit what was taken from us, which was their freedom. So how do we owe somebody outside of ourselves? We don't owe nobody nothing. If anything, we died and bled, and it's a collective. You're separating us from our ancestors. That doesn't make sense. Why are you separating us from our ancestors? When someone goes through tragedy, they don't just say, oh, okay, that just happened to your ancestors, you're straight. No, whatever happened to your ancestors, probably is affecting you to this day. And the crazy part about it is that you cannot even sympathize with the fact that some of the struggles that we as Black folks is going through has something to do with what happened to our ancestors. Come on. Then you have the nerve to say that they bled and was being beat up with the American flag. No, what we were saying at that point in time, if anything, we are more American than any other group of people on this continent. I'm gonna tell you why. Because we had no choice but to become Americans. It was no option. That's the thing you got to understand. The only place we ever have known is this place where they have taken us. Not where we come from, because, you know, when people say go back to what? We don't even know. So therefore, it's no option. So at the end of the day, I can understand some of the things that you're saying. I can understand some, but homeboy, it's almost like having an argument with your family. It's certain things that you only can say to your family, and then when company come over, you don't say nothing like that. And I'm pretty sure it was no family in that audience. And you know what I'm getting at. It was none of us up in there clapping. It was a whole bunch of white folks saying, better you said it than me, because I know good and well if I've said that, I'll be labeled racist. And there's a good reason why they will be labeled racist. Because there's no way you are able to, you are pandering to a base of people to get money. That's it. And you saying, hey, I'm willing to go against my own and say it's my own fault for being slaves. That don't even make good sense, but that's where I'm at.
Man, you too nice. Get this Negro, man. This Negro talking foolishness.
Go ahead.
He talking crap. First of all, man, let's talk about who Mark Robinson is a little bit. Lieutenant Governor running for governor right now. Man, actually from Greensboro, North Carolina. So, damn, I hate that. And went to A&T.
He went to a historically Black university talking like this?
At A&T, 1 + 1 = 2. I don't know what. He must have missed the class. I don't know. I don't think he finished. But anyway.
He had to go through Black Studies at A&T.
Man,
it was a requirement.
This Negro here. First of all, who was doing the killing and the beating? What was we dying from? From old age. We're dying from white folk getting killed. Look, man, to try to even put the a label on the atrocities. The statute, what's the limit on murder? Statute of limitations on murder is there's no statute, right? So what's the statute of limitations on calamity, atrocity? What's the statute of limitations on that? Like, I'm talking heinous stuff. We ain't heinous stuff, babies throwing, all the heinous stuff you can think of, they did. But we don't deserve nothing. They gave the Indians reservations, at least, and gave them casinos. We don't get nothing. We don't deserve nothing, Mark. Man, you coon status right there. Coon status, sticking. Just even come out his mouth and say that. He had like 3 or 4 claps. Some people like, what the hell is this man talking about? We owe? What we owe? What we owe? More blood? How much more blood we got to give? Come on, man. This is why American public is in trouble, man. You got cats like this running for office, man, and he talking, and you got cats, and people are so stupid. They won't even call a spade a spade. Like, hell, I ain't clapping for that. He's talking stupid. Don't clap if it don't make sense what you clapping for. None of that stuff he said makes sense. I can get it. I don't get none of it. I'm sorry. I can see if he said you don't deserve reparations, but to say we some kind of like we owe our ancestors for the beatings and the killings and the murders and the lynchings and the hangings and the damn railroading, the blackballing, the burning up stuff, we owe for that? Man, you sound like a fool. Get him. Foolishness, man. This is what I'm talking. And let me tell you who, I'm going to take a shot. Tell you who backing this fool? Donald Trump. But we going to vote for him. Trump good for blacks. Yeah, he is. Because he support Mark Robinson. What you think? See, I'm talking to the American public when I say what you think. What you think? We going to vote. This is what we want. This is what we want. We want him and Trump. I don't want him for Carolina because obviously he went to A&T and didn't learn a damn thing. His professor should call him up right now and get him out of there. But they probably don't give a damn. They probably happy they got somebody alumni up here talking foolish. Oh my
Talking
God!
foolish.
And at the war in the World War IV. Come on, bro. What you doing? We got a whole statue on the campus. Fuck out of here with him, man.
You know what, man? That's why I don't like political. Listen, we're not down for no side. So anybody start saying, "Oh, y'all Democrats or we Republicans," listen, we neither. We down with the truth and what is right. This right here, for him to say that, that's not right. It's no way. Only thing he's gaining is political backing, which means finances. And he's playing towards the people who is racist, and they're gonna give him money. He is not playing towards no black funders. Ain't nobody gonna fund that. So we gotta understand something, fam. Politics is here to divide. And you can see it, that he's here to be divisive. And we're just calling a spade a spade. This brother is a straight up sellout for the bag. Now, I don't know what he's about far as his agenda, but my agenda is to let y'all know if you're voting for him for what he just said and you're white, you're racist. That's just straight up. You are. For you to believe that black folks shouldn't receive anything. And then for you to, you threw Kaepernick in there.
What the
I don't even know how Kaepernick was talking about black men getting murdered. So how is he not some form of patriot? He's a patriot. He was standing up for something that he believed in, and all he did was take a knee? Come on, man. Come on. This country was actually started on treason. Because the king, it was his. Then everybody, all the nobles just turned against the king. It's treason. So I don't get it, but I do get it. At the end of the day, y'all, you better understand this is all about money. Follow the money and you'll really find out who in charge. This thing is nothing but a circus from here on out. Thanks to Donald Trump, he has opened up the floodgates that you can just say what you want to say and you can get the money if you're willing to sell it out. Sell yourself out.
Yep.
Hey, do you think we should get reparations? Put it in the comments. Or do you think this brother is someone you should be backing? And do you find yourself, if you're white, not to be a racist if you're voting for him? Or you feel like, yo, I'll vote for him, but I didn't believe in what he just said. I mean, help us to understand this, why he put this together and brought it to you all who are, I would say, diehard Republican parties. And diehard means that you care less about the rhetoric. And at the end of the day, it's about the bottom line, cashing them checks. All right.